Ready to go.
Okay. Thank you guys for attending this this demonstration speech for Hutchinson Community College. It's a hybrid speech that is actually going to be sent in to the teacher. This is a demonstration speech on how the MRx, Philips MRx can help save a life, and not only that, but how it can change your life. This is a machine that if you've ever been involved in any healthcare situation, that you may have wanted one machine that can just about do it all at a reasonable price, that's lightweight and portable. This is going to be your machine that you're going to want to have. This currently right now is being used by the ambulance service, the ER, and soon will be used on the med-surg floor. My name is Thomas Cox. I'm a paramedic. I've been a paramedic here at Service Hospital for about 8 years. I'm an ACLS instructor, PALS instructor, CPR instructor, working on my New Mexico IC EMS instructor, and trying to work out some prerequisites for the nursing program as well. This monitor right here has been a lifesaver in many situations, especially considering its cost effectiveness. Right now, initially brand new, these monitors were going for about $30,000. Right now, you can actually pick one up brand new for about $15,000, which is a lot cheaper than $45,000, which some of the newer models are coming out as. Basic operations of this monitor, the first and foremost thing, it is a monitor defibrillator. The defibrillator part is a very important component to it. These red accessory pieces right here do come extra. But to defib, there's a couple ways. You can automatically turn it over to the left to the AED mode, which it'll talk you through the steps.
Apply pads to patient's bare chest. Plug in pads connector.
Due to safety concerns, even though there are services in Arizona that are defibrillating through CPR compressions, as of yet, it has not officially been determined as safe. And the electricity, the joules that go through the monitor defibrillator can actually be passed on to a bystander or rescuer. So if there's any chance of electricity, don't touch the patient, don't touch anything conductive. And as a matter of fact, all electricity is going to be passed through this transducer.
Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient.
As I said, the AED will talk you through
No shock advised.
give you a no shock
Pause.
or shock,
If needed,
tell you when to
begin
start your compressions
CPR.
again, when to stop, do your rhythm checks. It is currently based on new AHA guidelines. If you're not going to go into AED mode, monitor only mode is one click to the right. And we give the patient's monitoring. Right now it's reading assist lead because it's picking up the pads lead, which is this transducer, which is telling it that it's an assist lead. Only two rhythms that we're going to shock is ventricular fibrillation and ventricular tachycardia. Currently on this machine for an adult dose is currently set to 150 joules, and it is smart biphasic. In other words, what that means is it measures the impedance, it'll adjust for impedance, so a bigger guy like me is going to need more electricity, and it'll also adjust that. Biphasic means it's going to go through one way, immediately right back to the other way. Instead of the old monophasic where it just goes 360 joules one way, this is going to go 150 back one way, right back down the other. If 150 is not effective and there's refractory VFib, VTAC, you can actually set it up to 200 joules. Shock from there. Pads right here. Simple, tear open. And then they'll plug in to the gray and the gray. You can put them on the person, on up here, or you can do the anterior posterior placement. Another feature that this machine has is the ability to do transcutaneous pacing, which is indicated for your symptomatic bradycardias. And all you have to do is move that over to pacing. Your three leads must be connected, and then you can set your joule settings and your milliamps to pace from there. Real quick, we'll go ahead and discuss into the capabilities that this machine has to monitor. One of the simplest things that it has is your 3-lead heart monitoring for basic arrhythmias. A quick connect for your 12-lead monitoring to note any ST elevation MIs. This machine will also do your non-invasive blood pressure cuff monitoring, pulse oximetry for adults and pediatrics. I'm going to turn to the side. There's also a plug-in here for end-tidal CO2. It is a streamlined end-tidal CO2. So this means once you place an advanced airway, it picks up the exhaled CO2 from it. Will give you not only a numeric number, but it'll also give you a platform. In another class, I'll go ahead and demonstrate to you guys what do the plateaus of that waveform mean exactly, as far as tube placement, reactive airway disease, and things like that. A couple other capabilities that this machine does have, which are a little more advanced, more ICU flight stuff, is the arterial invasive blood pressure monitoring, as well as internal temperature monitoring. So you can take a temperature probe, drop it down through the esophagus, and monitor patients. For right now, that concludes the introduction on the capabilities of the Philips MRx Monitor. Thank you guys for attending. Here in a couple minutes, I'll be willing to answer any questions. Thank you guys.
Thank you.